Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new playthrough video. Today I am playing Shadows of Brimstone. Specifically, my heroes are going into town. This is an event that happens between the adventures where they go into the mine. So right now my marshal and my gunslinger are in the town. Well, not yet. Not yet. Before you do, it says each hero must roll a d6. And on a 1 or 2, there's a travel event that happens. So for the marshal, we'll roll, and this is for the hero. So there is one for the marshal, and for the gunslinger, there is not. So for the marshal, and this could affect both players sometimes, you roll on the travel hazards, which are at the very back, and you roll 3d6 and you add the totals. So I rolled a 1, 4, and a 4. So that's 9. 9 is a burning farmstead. Pillars of black smoke rise in the distance, and as you approach, you discover a farmstead in ruin. Screams call out. Each hero may decide to turn away or brave the burning building to look for survivors. If you enter the building, make a Strength 5 test to move through the flames. If you fail, you are singed and must flee the building. Take d6 wounds, ignoring defense, that carry over to the next adventure. If you pass, you gain 25 XP and you get to roll a d6 to see what happens. On a 1, it's a trick. A shiny demon appears and you take an injury, an automatic injury. 2 to 5, there are survivors and you roll d6 times 10 XP per survivor. And then on a 6, you get Hero of the Day. You find a small child and carry them through the flames. You gain d6 times 25 XP, as well as 1 health and 1 sanity. So that's kind of cool. You gain a health. I think that means your health goes up, like it would go from 10 to 11. It's not that you heal, you actually gain health and sanity. I tell you what, they're heroes, so I kind of feel like I should. The marshal's strength is 2 and the gunslinger's is 2. And I have to roll a 5, and if you fail, you take wounds that automatically carry over. Wow. Roll 1. I don't like that, rolling a 1. Let's say you do survive. It may be a trick, and you still take an injury. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play the hero, and I'm gonna roll 2d6 for both of them. Actually, I'm just going to roll it for the marshal. The gunslinger's like, whoever's in there is probably dead anyway. But the marshal's the hero. He's going to roll. So I need a Strength 5 test, and I rolled 2 5s. So he did pass it, and it says if you fail. Okay, so now I get to roll a d6 to see what it is. The only thing I don't want to roll is a 1. I rolled a 3. You find a survivor and you get d6 times 10 XP. So a d6 times 10, I get 20 XP for that. So I'll add that to the character sheet later on. I could push my luck and have the gunslinger do it, but it's the XP's. I don't need this XP right now. What I need is to get to town safely. So now after those events, I arrive at the town and complete your. Okay, so you arrive at town. And you have to decide at the end of the day whether you're going to do campsite or hotel. Well, I'm going to do the hotel because I don't like rolling those campsite events. They just seem kind of dangerous. All right, so that's the injury madness chart. Blacksmith, church, doc's office, general store. All right, so here we go. So place the heroes on the 1 inch space on the event track. So right now we are on the first day, and at the end of the day I have to roll for some sort of event. At the end of each day, the heroes will make a single roll on the town event, which is on I forget which thing it's on. Town events are on the back of the Frontier Town card, and they're not always good, so we'll see. It says at the start of a town stay, the heroes must place the darkness marker on the day 1 spot. of the town event, right here, if at the end of each day the hero must roll a single d6. If the roll is higher than the current position of the marker, then the day ends without incident and the heroes carry on. Move the darkness marker up one. So it's not an automatic chance that I'll have to do that. All right, so on day one, my Gunslinger has $300 and my Marshal has $200. So first thing I want to do is offload some stuff. So they are going to go to the general store. I could probably just send one to the general store, but I'll send both because I don't think I need... Well, you know what? The Gunslinger is going to go to the Frontier Outpost to sell his Darkstone. So let's do the Marshal first. So the Marshal, you go to the location and then you have to roll about what happens here. So you roll 2d6 and add the results. I rolled a 6, which is business as usual, no event. All right. So now I can buy some stuff. So with his $200, and I sort of pretend like he and the Gunslinger are sort of partners, so their money is added together. I definitely want to load up on some supplies this time. Here's the problem. Dynamite is $200, so he can only buy one dynamite. He can buy bandages for $50, whiskey for $50, which the whiskey can be turned in for 1d6 sanity. The tonic, I can't remember what tonic does. Tonic gets rid of... Can't remember. I'll look it up. I can't afford it anyway. It's $150. And I certainly can't afford any of the supplies on the back, like the weapons, because they're up in the $1,000 range for some of these. Like the double-barrel shotgun, which gives 2 shots. It's $2,200. I don't need a standard shotgun, which is what the Marshal has. Specialty ammo lasts for 1 adventure. When used, your gun hits do extra damage. So I could buy some special bullets, but they're $50 a shot. So anyway, and then there's some items which I can purchase, which gain, like the Rider's hat, you get +1 health. The War Veteran hat, +2 sanity. Again, I can't afford any of those. So we're going to stick with normal supplies right now. And we'll see how the Gunslinger does when he sells off his Darkstone. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to buy 2 bandages for one for each, and I want to buy 2 whiskeys. So whiskey and a whiskey. And that is, believe it or not, that is $200. So the Marshal has spent his cash. Let's go to the Frontier Outpost and see what I can find there. Where's the Frontier Outpost? Here it is. The Frontier Outpost. Again, he has to roll 2d6 to see what happens here. That's a 7, which is Trading Post. A local prospector is returned from the mines with a strange artifact and he's willing to part with it. Draw a world card to determine where the prospector has been. Then draw an artifact from that world. The artifact may be purchased for d6 times 150. All right, so here's what I do. I take the 2 world cards. They have the same size. I'm just gonna. I don't know. I'm covering them. I'll put them behind my back. I don't know which is which, and I'll lay them out, and I'll pick that one. It's just the mine, so it's a standard artifact, which is right here, mine artifact deck. So I'll shuffle this up. And I'm going to draw this one. And this one is a Void Sword. +1 combat. Your combat hits may now use the peril die for damage instead of a normal d6. So the nice thing about that is the peril die starts at a damage of 3. It can't roll anything lower than that. That's actually not bad. It's normally $800. And this guy is going to sell it for d6 times 150. He's going to sell it for $150 versus $800. Heck yeah, because I can turn around and sell that thing later if I want to. I'm going to buy this and give it to my, wow, that's pretty cool. I'll give it to the Gunslinger, who only has a one-hand weapon, so he could hold this in the other hand for melee combat. For $150, so he's down to $150, but he's at the Frontier Outpost, which means he can now do some things. He can sell his Darkstone, which I am trying to remember how that works. Sell Darkstone. Here it is. You may sell Darkstone shards for D6 times 25 each. Roll for each shard. My Marshal has 3 shards, and my Gunslinger has 6. And I'm going to say that the Gunslinger gave him his 3, so there's 9 shards in all. And what I'm going to do is have him sell all of them because I don't want them. So he'll sell the shards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have to roll D6 times 25. So he's selling them all. So 9 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll roll all 9, multiply them times 25, and that's how much money I get. I see a lot of 1s and 2s. 6, 11, 16, 17, 18, 20, 25, 28. 28 times 25. I can't even do basic math in my head. 28 times 25, I think it's 700. Let's just double check. 28 times 25 is 700. So he's got 700. So now he's up to 850 gold. So on his next thing, let me see what else he can do here. He can train with soldiers for $500, and he gains D6 times 25 XP. Bounty. And it's free. There's always someone or something that's wanted. Roll a D6 to see what the current bounty is at the outpost. So basically what I can do is limit once per town stay for all heroes. Once per town. So I can roll to see, well, let's do it. It's a 2 tentacles, $10 for each killed. So on my next thing into town, I can get $10 per tentacle. That's nice. All right, $10 each. All right, so that is the end of the day. They return to the hotel. They each pay $10, 20, so he is down to $830. It's the end of the day, so I have to roll. Roll a d6, it must be higher than the current percent. So I can't roll a 1. Is basically what I can't do. And I rolled a 1. So there is a town event. All right, so the town event, you roll 2d6 and add them together. Dang it. And that is an 8, which is spreading fear. Fear spreads through the town as the days grow dark. One random town location closes up shop and may not be visited for the rest of this town. Roll a d6 to determine. The campsite dissipates, may no longer be used, and the hotel doubles their current rate. All right, so the docks office is 1, blacksmith is 2, saloon is 3, frontier post 4, church 5, general store 6. Let's see which one closes. The general store, of course, the one I need to go to. It is closed for business. So that kind of sucks because I wanted to buy some dynamite. Dang it. All right. So on day 2, so now we go to day 2. I don't think there's anything at the Frontier Outpost that I really want. Let's see. Frontier Outpost. Pickaxe, 900. Dynamite, $200. Oh, yeah, I can get dynamite there. All right, so the Gunslinger will go to the Outpost and purchase 2 dynamite, 1 for each of them. So I love that dynamite. Good for clearing enemies real fast. Dynamite. That it means I'm down 400, so I'm down to $430. Is there anything else he could buy? Splitter, no. Desert boots, 2,000, no. All right. It says I can choose to hold it up. Outlaw. He's not an outlaw. But if you were an outlaw, you could make an agility test and steal money from it. But then you have to leave town, so I'm not going to do that. All right, where does the marshal want to go? Blacksmith. Let me look at the blacksmith and see what's there. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't roll to see what happens at the Frontier Outpost. 2d6. So before he bought the before he bought the dynamite, what happened? That's 9. Darkstone shortage. The Outpost Bank is willing to pay top dollar. You may sell your Darkstone shards for D6 times 50 today. Oh, well, I'm glad I did that. I'm going to retro that. So the Darkstone is double the price, and I sold it for 700, so I would have gotten 1,400. 1,400, so I just add 700 to what I did here. So he's got $1,130 left. And I'm going to buy 2 more dynamites. So he's down 200, that's $930. Load up on the dynamite. And I can't buy anything else at there supply-wise, so I might as well load it up. All right, $930 left. Let's see, the sheriff, I mean the marshal is going to go, does he want to go to the blacksmith? Blacksmith has some interesting things. Not really. No. Purchase flash powder. What does flash powder do? Gain 1 flash token. I don't know what that does. Let's see. Where's my rule book? Rule book for the flash token. Let's see. Flash token. Discard to make all enemies -2 initiative until end of turn. That's interesting. But they're $100 a piece. Oh, and what is the, what was that other thing? Tonic. Tonic. Discard a tonic to recover a grit. Unfortunately, they do not sell tonic here. But I tell you what, I'll spend 200, go down to 730, and I will buy 2 flash tokens, and that's it. I can't buy anything more because I'm full. My side bags are full. So flash tokens, if I can ever find them. I don't see them. Well, I'm not going to sit here and make you watch. Oh, there's a flash, and I was going to say I'm not going to make you watch it, but there's a flash. All right, so I've got their saddlebags loaded. They each have 5 tokens, which is the max it can carry. I don't think I can buy bigger carry bags. Let's see. Are there anything bigger you can buy? No. I'm really going to have to sit down and go through all these cards to really look and see what's available for sale, because I'm sure I'm missing some really cool stuff. All right, he comes back. He went to the blacksmith, which means I have to roll for an event there. So he may not be able to buy that flash powder. 7, no event. All right, so he buys the flash powder. They return. It's the end of the night. I have to roll. I roll the D6, and I have to roll a 3 or higher, and I did. So no event, and they will choose to leave the next day on day 3. So that is it for the visit to town. I did pretty good. Got some money for selling all my dark shards. Loaded up their saddlebags with 2 dynamites each, a bandage, a whiskey, and a flash, which could come in handy on the next adventure. No injuries to speak of, and yeah. So that is it for the day trip, for the town trip. My next video will be mission number 3, which is called, I don't remember the name of it, but I don't have that adventure book with me. I have the swamp one. Let me see, is it the same in here? Let me look. It might be the same. It's called Seal the Void Gate. It is the same in the Swamp of Death or the City of Ancients box set. Whichever one you buy, the missions are the early missions appear to be the same. It looks like the other ones are the same as well. Nope, they're not. The advanced ones look a little different. All right, that's all I have for now. I'll be back with the next video will be my gunslinger and my marshal heading down to the mines again for another mission number 3. Until then, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me. Everybody, take care.